for a lot of us, this is what happened to the month of September. Whoosh. Let me do that again. Whoosh. I don't know about you. I can't believe we're at the end of September already. Now, I know for many of us, some of my colleagues here where I live in Southwest Florida, or my colleagues in Houston, or people in places around the world, we've had a lot to deal with. But even if you haven't had to be in the middle of a natural disaster, and I hope and pray you never have to, still, something happens in September that just makes it speed on by. And what I find comes up every September, I don't care if you've had a hurricane, a flood, a fire, or just life, is that all of a sudden we start to realize, whoops, there it is. The end of the year is approaching. Matter of fact, it's like less than 100 days now. Oh yeah, not only Halloween things are in the stores, but Christmas things are in the stores. I don't know about you, I can't deal with that yet. But the one thing that keeps coming up in our work lives, our careers, our businesses, is that we start to take a look at our goals and say, are we on track? Am I going to be able to check them off my list? Am I going to be able to reach these goals? Well, if you haven't had that come up during September, probably in the next couple of weeks, you're going to ask yourself this question. If I'm not on track for my goals, how do I refocus? How do I pull myself back together? And how do I make sure that I'm focusing on the goals that are most important to me, my career, my business, and the things that I care about? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you haven't joined us here before, I'm Darcy Eikenberg. I'm a credentialed executive and leadership coach. I'm a speaker and an author, and I'm the founder of RedCapeRevolution.com, where we help you bring your superpowers to work, be a hero in your life at work. And I'm so glad you're here with me today, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay later. And you know, I think there's a lot of great conversations and articles and ideas out there about goals, and I think about half of them are full of, I'm going to delete myself, full of beep. Because I think we live in a culture where there's a lot of pressure to say, oh, meet your goals and hustle and do more and add more and try more things, and yes, you can do it. But the reality is that when we take on too many goals, we don't get anything done. You know, the power of focus, the power of refocusing on our most important goals is probably a skill that comes into play more and more now than ever. You know, because in our over-connected world, we are always hearing good ideas. As a matter of fact, I said to a client the other day who was worried that they might pass by a good idea or they might miss something. I said, you know what? You are never going to be short of a good idea. When you need a new idea, you are always going to be able to find one. Whether it's at the end of your fingertips of the Google or whether it's talking to a friend or a colleague. But what are the right ideas for you? What are the right ideas that are worthy of your energy, of your time, of your focus, of your commitment? And so getting refocused on those is what we're going to talk about today. And of course, I have 3 strategies to share with you. The first, to get refocused on your goals, is to reconnect with your why. You know, I find I've been talking about this a lot lately. We can often go down a path of working on things and taking on projects and having our to-do lists, but are they really the things that mean something to us? Have you ever had this experience where you've got something on your list and every time you rewrite your list, it just moves and it moves to the next list and it moves to the next list and you never make progress on that thing? to me, that's always a red flag that there's something about that thing on the to-do list that's not really meant for you because it's not connecting to your why, to what's important to you, to what's going to lead you to the things, the experiences, the results, the people, the reaction that you want to get. So if you're having trouble refocusing on your goals, or you know that now is a good time to do it, take a minute and reconnect with your why. You can just take out a piece of paper, and I often say set a timer, maybe 4 minutes, and write down, what do you want? Why is it important to you? What are the things that are most important to you? I have some other tools, including a broader vision statement that are free on my website. And after this video, I'll post it down here so that if you're somebody who's thinking about reconnecting with their why, that you can go through that exercise. And when you have your why, when you say, oh yes, this is what's important, this is why I want to do what I do, then you can evaluate your list, your goals, up against those things. But I'll tell you, friends, the things that don't get done are probably not getting done for a reason. And the reason is it's probably not your thing to do. It probably does not connect with your why. So know your whys. You know, and it's easier than ever for those of you who maybe get a little hesitant at, oh, I don't have time to just write things down, or I don't want to keep a journal. Record yourself. Set up a little video with that box of chips in your pocket, just like I'm doing here, and talk to yourself. What's most important to me right now? Well, making a difference for my clients, making a difference for my community, being able to create the life that I want, and be able to influence others. I mean, in a few seconds, right? You've got your why. So let's get honest with yourself and reconnect with your why. That's number one strategy to get refocused on your goals. Second strategy, change your environment. This may be a surprise to you because a lot of times when we're getting stuck and we're just sort of spinning our wheels, we just think we got to hunker down, right? We just got to get behind our laptop or our to-do lists and we just need to work harder. But the brain is a funny thing. The brain often responds to change, to different stimuli. So I want you to sign your own permission slip and take yourself on a field trip. Go out and go to a museum. Go to something local in your community. And let your brain have a little break. Look at what's around you. Maybe go to a park. If the weather's still nice in your part of the world, get outside. But changing your environment, even if it's going to the local Starbucks or Panera or your local coffee shop, can shake up your brain in a way that helps you think clearer. Making sure that you're not trying to get refocused on your goals in the same place where they were originally created can help you get unstuck. Get out. Go take a field trip. Sign your permission slip that it's okay not just to work at your desk with your head down. Let's get heads up. So the second one is to change your environment. The third strategy to get refocused on your goals is to rewrite your list and take something out. Yeah, you heard me. Take something off the list. You know, I was talking earlier about the things that keep bouncing back on our list, that we never, they just keep going from list to list to list. And I want you to really think about getting rid of those, especially if they don't connect to your why. But the fact is, at this time of the year, our lists are kind of like dust bunnies under the bed. They keep accumulating, right? Because we keep having more good ideas. Others keep telling us, if you're working in an organization, others keep having good ideas for us. Thank you, others. but yet you have to choose. And today I think the hardest thing to choose is what to say no to, more so than what to say yes to. We have some other resources, including ways to say no, actual scripts that are on the blog at Red Cape Revolution. And we'll make a note to come back and put those in the comments here too for you. But learning how to say no, taking something off your list, even if it sounded like a good idea, is a great way to get refocused on the most important things that you need to do now to be able to end the year strong. Because after all, goals are only worthwhile if we're going to be moving closer to them, if we're going to be reaching them, if they pull us and stretch us and allow us to feel like we're successful, like we're making a difference. If they just sit on the page, causing us worry and frustration, and maybe even a little shame that we're not making progress toward it, what good is that? You deserve better. It's okay to refocus, to recalibrate your goals. It's okay to say, you know what? This is not the year that I'm going to get that done. This is not the year that I'm going to move that forward. But if I focus all my energy on this one thing, these couple of things, I know that's going to make a difference. So, how about you? What are you going to do to get refocused on your goals so that with the end of the year in sight, you get done what you need to do most? And the 3 strategies we talked about today are one, to reconnect with your why. What's most important to you? Not what's important to everybody else or what you think everybody else cares about, right? What's important to you? And the second is to change your environment. Get out. Get out of your office. Shake it up. Give your brain a break. Your brain responds to new stimulus. And the third thing is to rewrite your list and take something off. Maybe even a couple of somethings off. You know, you have so much to offer. And you will reach the goals that are most important to you. But they may not be the same ones that you thought it would be at the beginning of the year. And so as we're here at the end of September, let's not stress over it, worry over it, criticize ourselves, or knock ourselves down about it. Let's take an honest look and say, where am I right now? And what's most important to me? And those are the goals that we are going to focus in on and knock out to have a great rest of 2017, no matter what's happened in our lives at work so far. I'm so glad you've been here today. I love to hear from you. So give us a like, give us a thumbs up, a little floating heart, whatever you might do on Facebook, and leave us a comment. You know, tell me how you're refocusing on your goals, or maybe ask a question. I answer every question, and your question may be something that we answer here in a future Facebook Live broadcast. If you want to answer your question, ask your question confidentially, you can always email me at Darcy, D-A-R-C-Y, at redcaperevolution.com, or come on over to redcaperevolution.com. We've got a whole library of free tools on a bunch of different topics that might have the answer to the question that you need answered today. Okay. Thanks for being here. I know that you're going to rock the rest of the goals once you get refocused, and I will see you soon over at redcaperevolution.com. Bye for now.